Hi, it's Rabbi Lewis wishing you an early Shabbat shalom. This week's Torah portion, PARASHAT Re'eh, stirred a memory for me from my childhood. I was probably somewhere in the range of 7 to 9 on the street in front of my parents' house, not unlike this beautiful street where I'm walking right now. For those who care, on the correct side of the street, mind you. I do wish there was a sidewalk, but that's another story for another time. And to tell the truth, and this will matter for the story I'm about to tell you, our street was actually more steep than this one. But I would take my wagon, and take it to the top of the hill, get in it, and just ride it straight down. And, man, it was fun. But these were days before I understood words like inertia, momentum, concussion, compound fracture. Fortunately, I didn't have to learn them that young, but I wasn't, smart enough yet to actually be afraid of those things. So it was a good rush, the adrenaline. It kind of caused me to do something that perhaps inherently I should have known wasn't safe, especially after the first 3 or 4 times when I would tumble out of it and get scrapes and bruises. Thankfully, no trips to the emergency room. The fact that I survived childhood is a miracle. So the reason I'm thinking about this is our Torah portion, PARASHAT Re'eh, says, see, that's what Re'eh means. I have set before you today blessing and curse. So blessing if you follow God's commandments, and curse if you don't. And it implies that the choices that we make are cut and dry, very easy to make. That when you know and you see what your blessing is, you would be crazy or just, it'd be incompetent to choose anything but that. And you look at the curses on the other side and you see, I don't want anything to do with that. But we have to have that laid out for us because our brains somehow hardwire us at times to seek the curse. Because sometimes that instantaneous feeling, that rush, can be pleasing, even if it comes at the cost of the blessing of good health or safety. So as a young child, taking that wagon down the hill, and I wanted that adrenaline rush. I didn't even know what that word meant yet either. But it felt good to be going fast down the hill, and it seemed like it was totally the right thing to do. Not thinking about the number of times that I spilled out of that thing, got scrapes and bruises. But I think in so many things in our lives, it's still the same way. The choices seem very clear. Health and safety on one side, but yet sometimes it just feels good to drive a little too fast down the highway, to eat the food that the doctor told us will make us sick, to maybe make the life choice during the day about something in our job or something that we know is going to come back to bite us, because somehow it gives us a sense of rush, sometimes of control. Sometimes we get a rush of power from making a choice that maybe we posture ourselves in a way that makes us feel like more important at the cost of the ultimate good for not just for ourselves, but the people around us, who we work with, who we live with, and so on. And so I think that's why it is important in our Torah portion that we are reminded that you have to see, or at least imagine directly what those blessings and the curses are, so that you can make a good informed choice. Because our inclination may take us towards the curse, towards the danger. But when you stop and evaluate it, you can recognize, and this is where the hard work comes in sometimes. The hard work is in suppressing that urge so that you can do what you know is truly right and good. Anyhow, I wish you all a Shabbat shalom. I hope to see a bunch of you and your lovely canine friends at Howlin' Havdalah tomorrow night. And of course, we have services tonight at Mitzvah. Shabbat shalom.